Neville Goddard's non-existent God lifted me out of poverty. Here's how it happened. There's one very important sentence that Neville Goddard mentions in multiple of his lectures, and that's to die to one and live to the other. So who do you say that you are? Your opinion of yourself will determine your experience of life. That's what Neville Goddard says, and I want you to truly, truly feel into these words. Die to one and live to the other. Your opinion of yourself will determine your expression of life. And here's also a quote from Neville Goddard that you need to hear and also understand on an emotional level in order to fully comprehend how Neville Goddard's non-existent God allowed me to lift my consciousness and to lift myself out of poverty. And you can do the same once you understand this principle. So here's what Neville says. Praying then is seeing to be recognizing yourself, to be that which you now desire, rather than its accepting form of petitioning in a God that does not exist, for that you now desire. And then he goes on to say, so now you see why the millions of prayers remain unanswered. Man prayed to a God that does not exist, to be conscious of being poor, and to pray to God for riches is to be rewarded with that of which you are conscious of being. And I want to repeat the last sentence, the last quote from Neville Goddard again, because when you understand this principle, you will change the way you pray. You will change the way you speak to the universe. No matter if you want to call it God, if you want to call it universe, however you want to call it, you will change the way you live your life if you truly understand this. And you will especially, if you're already experimenting with affirmations, you will use affirmations in a completely different way, in a way more powerful way, because now you understand that the consciousness is what gets you the manifestation. It's not simply the words, it's not simply the prayer, it's the consciousness that's the result of the emotional state achieved, and as a result of that, the wish fulfilled can come to you. So I want to mention again what Neville Goddard says about that. To be conscious of being poor and to pray to God for riches is to be rewarded with that of which you are conscious of being. So if you pray all day, universe, give me money, or in other words, if you use affirmations and you say, I'm rich and wealthy, I'm rich and wealthy, I'm rich and wealthy, I'm rich and wealthy, but your consciousness is on the level of poverty, nothing will change. And I've experienced that in my own life, and that's also why Dr. Joe Dispenza always says that he's not a big fan of affirmations. However, you can use affirmations the right way. And the right way of using affirmations is, and now I want to say it in Dr. Joe Dispenza's words and combine it with the teachings of Neville Goddard, to combine the clear intention with the elevated emotion. In other words, like Neville Goddard says it, to reach the level of consciousness that exceeds your current level of consciousness, that exceeds your poverty mindset, that exceeds the lack that you experience in your life, because only then, and only then, will you be able to draw all the riches to you that you truly want. And I know it from my own life because, well, been there, done that. I've used affirmations for so long and nothing changed. But once I understood what Neville Goddard said in the following sentence, that I now want to repeat a third time because I truly believe that this holds the key to the non-existent God and how it can lift you up out of poverty. And that's what Neville Goddard says, to be conscious of being poor and to pray to God for riches is to be rewarded with that of which you are conscious of being. So, what are you conscious of being? Does the worthiness of riches actually exist in your reality? Do you feel worthy of money? And that's why very often when I have a coaching session with somebody who wants to manifest money, I always, or let's say very often, if I see it in their energy, ask about past trauma, about their limiting belief, about what's going on and what's holding them back from manifesting money. Because always remember, you are already abundant. You just have to get there. And the first step towards getting there is to develop a worthiness, a sense of worthiness, of riches. And the only way to get there, I'm sorry to say this, but the only way to get there is to heal your trauma and to overcome your limiting beliefs. And that's also why I included the Trauma Transformation audio course as a free bonus for everyone who invest in the 11 Days to Manifestation Mastery program. And if you want to find out more about this audio course, for which I've received so many thank you emails, and I'm incredibly thankful for all the progress and all the healing that my amazing clients and also the amazing people who've invested in the program have accomplished with that audio course. So if you want to find out more about it, go to affirmationtomanifestation.com/11 days. But once you develop this worthiness of riches, then it exists in your reality, and only then. It cannot exist in your reality, aka your consciousness, if you are not worthy of it. Because remember, we can only attract what we feel worthy of being, what we feel worthy of receiving. And if you don't feel worthy of it, it will not come to you. But once you feel worthy of it, you can then go to step number 2, and that's to ask yourself, do the beliefs that I hold support my rich future, or do they trap me in a reality that is based on poverty and lack? What do you believe about money? Remember what Neville Goddard says. To be conscious of being poor and to pray to God for riches is to be rewarded with that of which you are conscious of being. You cannot manifest large sums of money when you look at somebody who has more money than you, aka who has the money that you wish you had, and you then feel negative towards this person. And yes, jealousy and envy are very powerful negative emotions. Then you're still trapped in the poverty mindset. I know so many amazing millionaires nowadays, and whenever another person achieves success, they say, good for them, that's awesome, I'm happy for them. Why do you think so many very wealthy people enjoy it to mentor others? They don't do it for the money, they have enough money. They do it because they want others to succeed. And that's what happens when you are in the riches and wealth mindset. You want others to succeed. Do you think I have Skype coaching sessions with people and teach them all the secrets I know about manifesting money because I don't want them to succeed? Of course not. I want nothing more than for you to succeed and for you to manifest money. Hey, I'm happy if you manifest more money than me. I'm happy if I can then maybe learn something from you at some point. That's also great. That's the mindset that you need to have if you want to manifest money. You need the mindset of wealth, of riches, and of allowing others to achieve the same. And if there are any beliefs that are holding you back, like, oh, money is the root of all evil, ooh, money is so bad, then you will fail. I can guarantee you that. But I can also guarantee you that, as Neville Goddard says, if you reach the higher level of consciousness, then you pray, or in other words, you use affirmations or you meditate. From this level of consciousness, then manifesting wealth will be so easy for you. And of course, I'm happy to share all the secrets with you that I've learned over the last couple of years when it comes to manifesting money, or when it comes to manifesting anything else that you want to manifest. And if you want to work with me, then you can have a look at the different coaching sessions I offer by going to affirmationtomanifestation.com/coaching. And by the way, if you actually decide to invest in the 11 Days to Manifestation Mastery program or in the Money Manifestation Magnet program, you then find a coupon code on your product download page. And this coupon code allows you to get your very first coaching session with me for only 100 euros. That's a special offer I have for everyone who's committed to manifestation success by investing in one of my programs. And is your desire for riches greater than your doubt? I don't say that you can't have any doubt. Let's be honest. I had a lot of doubt in all different areas. I shared my own personal healing journey with you in the previous episode. I had a lot of doubt. And there are also, for example, testimonials from Joe Dispenza where people healed incredible, devastating sicknesses. And they all, or not all, sorry, some of them said, I had so much doubt, but I continued to do it. And eventually, the more you do it and the more you see the signs and the first synchronicities flowing towards you, that's when something magical happens. Because that's when your desire for riches and your belief in that something changes and that, hey, there might be a possibility that this whole law of attraction thing works, when this becomes greater than your doubt. And that's when the magic happens. And what opinion of yourself do you hold in your mind and in your heart? Remember what Neville Goddard says. Your opinion of yourself dictates the experiences that you have in your life. So what opinion do you hold of yourself? Do you look at yourself in the mirror and say, yes, that dude or that lady deserves riches. That wonderful human being that I see in the mirror deserves wealth and to live his or her dream life? Or do you say, I don't want to see that in the mirror? There's a big difference between these attitudes. And that's why when you change your attitude, you slowly change your personality, and then you change your personal reality. And yes, we can also work on that if you decide to work with me in a coaching session. So do you pray with emotional charge or emotional discharge? And yes, I know that's a weird way of putting it, but I thought it's kind of a good idea to mention it like that, because it shows you that when you are praying or meditating or using affirmations from the level of consciousness of poverty, and that's also why Joe Dispenza sometimes mentions that some people actually feel worse when they do the work, because they go at it from this level of consciousness. You will only attract more of what you don't want. But when you have the right emotional charge, the right vibration, and you reach for the frequency, you knock on the door over and over again, that's when the true magic happens. And that's how Neville Goddard's Non-Existent God lifted me out of poverty, because I finally realized that I was praying to the wrong God for such a long time. And now that I'm doing it the right way, more money than ever before is flowing to me. And if you enjoyed watching this video, please send out some love to the YouTube universe by giving this video a big thumbs up. And I would also appreciate it if you would leave a comment in the comment section below and let me know what you think about my video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and to click on the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I release a new video for you.